Hello and hey, mess around with Baldur's Gate 3. So you want to be a fighter? Like MMA or... Sick. Let's dive in. Fighters are well-rounded specialists, scary with all implements, lethal with their chosen focus. The human fighter is the most common character in tabletop D&D, while simultaneously regarded as the most boring. Simple, they might be. Effective, they most definitely are. From great weapon cleaving to ranged weapon sniping, fighters are incredible at their namesake, fightering. Before I get into this build, I will recommend another, Battlemaster 8 Barbarian 4, 20 strength, great weapon master, just unleash destruction. Go in and then go further in. It's incredibly simple, super straightforward, so much so that I'd feel too weird making that my fighter video. What I'm about to get into is more of a hipster build, but hopefully interesting nonetheless, because I don't see me including Eldritch Knight into any of my other builds, maybe with one exception. We will be throwing weapons a lot, like in a cabin in Gatlinburg with your Uncle Rick.
Our Uncle Rick. In a cabin. Gatlinburg. A lot.
Let's get into it. Level 1, Fighter 1, going to be focused on ranged attacks, but won't benefit from a lot of the normal ranged weapon attack bonuses, such as archery fighting style, nor an eventual sharpshooter feat. This means what we're going to lack in finesse will have to make up for in brawn. Our attributes will look something like this. 17 strength, 12 dexterity, 14 con, 14 int, 10 wisdom, 8 charisma. We take odd-numbered strength because we are taking a half feat. As always, feel comfortable working the stats more to your advantage at the start and respec when you actually grab the feat to maximize your potential. Totally up to you. As I let it slip earlier, we're going Eldritch Knight, so that's the reason for the 14 int. Want our few spell save DCs to have a chance at working. 14 con because that's basically a minimum. 12 dex for the AC initiative, you know the drill. Non-negative wisdom for saves. Dump charisma because we're a little bit prickly. Again, massage the stat line how you see fit. If you want to move a couple points around, absolutely go for it. At level 1, we get to choose our fighting style. While it seems archery or dueling have a chance if the other one does not work, they're going close to the letter of the law. Thrown weapons are ranged attacks with a weapon, but are not ranged weapon attacks, and while thrown weapons have the melee quality, you are not wielding them when they are thrown. This difference means the only fighting style I'm considering is defense. Being harder to hit is almost never a bad thing, and we'll leave it at that. At level 2, we get Action Surge, mechanically amazing on every single class. This will enable some huge 150 plus damage rounds in the late game, even if you miss an attack. Obviously, we're talking about non-consumable levels of damage, because those are nutty. Level 3, we get that subclass, Eldritch Knight. Learn some cantrips, some spells. They are completely your choice. What I want is Weapon Bond. Can't be knocked out of your hand and automatically returns to you when thrown. That's the line we're here for. Bind to your favorite dagger or trident and let it fly. Yes, there are some things in the game that can take care of that for you. Play a different subclass if you know what I'm talking about. We're still avoiding spoilers on items. Level 4, we will take the classic Tavern Brawler feat. Boosts our strength to 18 while letting us add strength twice to attack rolls. That's so crazy. And damage rolls. And that starts letting us not just tickle our enemies. Level 5, the Fighter Extra attack kicks in, flinging our weapon a couple times around, getting beautiful, rounding into shape. Level 6, we do our little bit of multiclassing, grab a level of Barbarian. Raging gives our damage a major boost, and resistance to physical damage is an awesome side effect. Just one level gives us so much. At level 7, we boost our strength to the max of 20. This is sort of the peak of the build. We will get stronger, but compared to other builds, this is the highest point in terms of comparative power, as we won't be getting our next boost till all the way at level 12. Sad boys. But at level 7, pretty good. Character level 8, we're sticking to Fighter the rest of the way. Feel free to take any spells you wish. We get War Magic, which allows us to cast a cantrip and then use our bonus action to make a weapon attack. Aren't many scenarios we'd want to cast a cantrip over flinging a dagger a couple times, but the few times this comes up, you'll be thankful you have it, say to shock and grasp and get away from a scary foe when you're low HP. Level 9, we get our final ASI. It is absolutely your call on this one too. Get more health, more dex, grab the lucky feat, whatever you want. We've had the core of the build working since level 7, and now we're just looking for quality of life since we can't grab sharpshooter feat or something to massively amplify this strategy. Level 10, we're living our best life. I really don't have much to say. We've been taking spells as you want them. I don't have any specific things because we're just throwing weapons. We're doing our best. Level 11, we get Eldritch Strike, which when we hit a creature with a weapon attack, gives it disadvantage on any saving throw against a spell we cast before the end of our next turn. With the bulk of our damage coming from static numbers, a hold person for us wouldn't make the biggest dent as far as auto crits. But if we could set up our allies, potentially worth attempting to snare a pesky enemy for our team over getting in 2 more attacks. And with the final level, we get an improved extra attack, a third swing per action, letting us go for 6 on an action surge round or 9 if we've been hasted. Can easily surpass 150 damage like I said, which while not topping the charts, for something a little bit hipster is more than respectable, and much more than what the game is expecting from your character on Explorer or Balanced difficulties. We'll get a combat rolling for you in the background, but all I have to say about the build is that it's just interesting to me. The high accuracy of the attacks is what makes it most viable, I believe, because while slamming together a Battlemaster 6, Gloomstalker 3, Assassin 3, that's an immense level of damage, but the accuracy is terrible, and that's just a single round of superiority. My other ranged suggestion with a lot of fighter levels has been Fighter 8, Rogue 4, that has more damage, especially with maneuvers, but without the bug that lets offhand shots not get penalized for sharpshooter, this throwing build would have higher damage against tougher foes. It's not too sexy, it's a little annoying to make more clicks to actually attack, but is very consistently effective, so that's why I wanted to center the video around it. It is not the best fighter build, but it's interesting enough to make me want to share it with people. And I hope to catch you in the next one. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Be safe, guys.